suicide?
It's never real.
It's never real.
Hmm.
Or let's...
Most
times it's not
it's
real,
not real.
because you find out that you hear stories that, oh, they're in love and everything, and 5 years down the line, they're breaking up.
You know the funny thing? I have a friend that the father left them when they were young for his office secretary, right? And we hear this gist a lot growing up.
Oh, yeah, back then, that it was always the secretary.
The secretary with the wear miniskirts. You know.
Sharp girl. Maybe the wife na teacher for house and all
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
And he runs away with the secretary. I can bet you that 80% of the time, years down the line,
The men come back to their family.
they come back. And that secretary, they're like, most of them, they lie, say they use jazz for them. Most of them, they lie, say they use jazz. But what has happened was that
They now saw the difference.
That thing that you were seeing, that miniskirt girl, by the time you carry that one put for house,
It was after the tie wrapper.
it's now different from, you'll not be like, so why did I leave this to go for that? And you now realize that at the later part of your life that, okay, what I had was better.
Okay, so I've also heard, so I have my uncle, my mom's elder brother, we usually would sit down and have conversations, and he says, let the man just, you see, that midlife crisis, there's this thing called midlife crisis with men, that just let them do what they want to do. That, trust me, you know, when they are at the peak of their career, they begin to misbehave. You know, you think you're all there and everything, you know, the attention, the power and everything. But at 5 years into retirement, or even 2 years into retirement, reality now sets in. They now know that it is you that, you understand, that is the best thing that happened to them. But I see that as cheating, because you're not spending...
The best part of your life.
Yes, you're not spending the best part of your life with me. You're settling with me because you do not have an option. Or you're settling with me because, you know what, you're tired, you don't have, you know, a lot of reasons.
You don't run down.
You don't run down.
Battery don't run down. You want to use me as well.
And I think that that has influenced a lot of marriages, right? So I was discussing with an older lady, right? And then she was telling me how at the end of the day, you know, with this example that you truly gave, right? That at the end of the day, when your husband finished cheating, at the end of the day, you know, when he has done everything, he will still come back to you, making you the trophy wife, like making you the person that at the end of all his shenanigans, at the end of, you know, when he has enjoyed his life, he will now still come back to you, making you the trophy married or the trophy woman, or the woman that at the end of the day survived at last.
Now why I'm sorry,
sense.
now why most women at that later part of the day, they cannot stand the husband.
Yes, they're irritated.
They can't stand the husband. They are now looking for activity. Omugo here. Even when Omugo no need. They'll
just
go
be traveling.
Yeah, they can't, because the time that he was supposed to, his active time,
It wasn't there.
It was on the streets.
Yeah.
Okay, but so this whole cheating thing, and you know, relationship, it's not just in the office, because everywhere you are is your workspace, even where your recreational centers and all that.
Yeah.
But I would actually say that, you know, I don't think there's any perfect relationship.
There's not anywhere. And
it is how much you're willing to invest in it. It's how much you're willing to invest in it. And I think it's high time we begin to tell ourselves the truth, in the sense that sit down and have that difficult conversation. Because if you don't have that conversation, you continue to jump from one place to the other. And I also get that, some people say you can't chop only egusi. You can't chop. If there's a way you can say, you know what, while I want to go and chop egusi, let's take a break. Chinti, what do you think? When both of you sit down to say, you know what, I think it's a bit choking, and we both need a break. So it's no longer cheating. We're on break.
We agreed.
We have agreed that we're on break. You go do your thing, I go do my thing. Is that a better approach?
maybe it is right, but you said something
Will
about
Smith and
there not being a perfect relationship. I agree with you, Frank. I agree 100%. But also, I know that there are a lot of frustrated people out there, and what I mean, people know that there are no perfect relationship. But the issue is that sometimes people are not even patient enough to work on their flaws. And I think that that is why sometimes people get frustrated and leave because we know, like, we have to sit down and talk about this thing. We have to sit down and sort through this issue. They are not perfect relationship. Fine. I have flaws, you have flaws. But it is the knowledge to understand that I will keep working on myself till I become at least, do you understand? So I feel like, yes, there are no perfect relationship, but I feel like there is also that sense of somebody that is open to learning and not somebody that is just saying, this is how I am. If you don't take me, do you understand? Somebody that is open to, to have that conversation, to be open-minded when you have that conversation, to be able to adjust, right? I think that that is what truly, truly people are looking for. And I think that the conversation would be more fruitful when you are with somebody that is open-minded to actually change, to working on themselves, to both of you doing this together, rather than somebody that is like, leave me, go and do whatever I want to do.
But Chinti,
After
let me
all,
shock you. Chinti,
you
let me
know what
shock
I'm
you.
trying.
Chinti, I get what you're saying, but let me shock you. Do you know that life is funny? Like, that's why they say life no balance. You see that person who is refusing to sit down and have a conversation.
he's having a conversation.
He's having a conversation somewhere
Somewhere
else.
else.
Do you understand?
Yeah, the
Yes.
funny story.
Funny story.
So it means that that person is not compatible for you now.
Thank you.
That's what it means.
Yeah, because and you'll be
That's what
shocked
it
that,
means.
and you hear and you hear the person saying, the way she approached me was different. The way she presented her issue was different.
Meanwhile, the situation was
Meanwhile,
also...
the situation was also different.
You are not frustrated when you are talking with this one.
But you are frustrated when you're speaking to the other person. So I honestly cannot tell you that anybody understands this thing of man and woman, male and female. I don't think anybody understands this. But at the end of the day, we all need to be intentional about how to navigate this thing because, like I said, relationships are a bit funny.
I think we've also focused too much on romantic relationships.
No, because of the cheating.
Yes.
Because
if it's not romantic,
then there'll be no cheating.
I think one of the best things could be good relationship without the romance, because what will give you it, you have somebody that you can problem solve together. You have somebody that if you are able to separate that romantic relationship from and have like good proper friendship, I think it could be a very, very good thing.
Yeah, but then there will be no cheating if there's no romance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So is the romance is the cheating that's the major problem, and we're trying to say how do we eliminate cheating from typical relationship? So I don't think cheating is something that can be eliminated, in all honesty, because people want different things. People want midlife crisis. You want a taste of something different, and because we always say people evolve all the time, you want something now. In 5 years, you don't want that same thing. People evolve. So there's always something going on in someone's head, So because you know why I'm sounding like this? I think I'm tired of this cheating conversation. Do you understand? I'm actually burnt out from the cheating conversation.
I have a funny story that I can't share online.
And then it is not every scenario. We should be allowed to have friends. We should be allowed. I think if we bring down the, I'm looking for the right word. So if we just bring down the, not expectation, I don't want to use expectations. If we just bring down the, expectations we have on our spouses, if we just bring it down a bit, bring the bar down a bit. I think the bars are too high. If we bring it down a bit, then you'll be able to have reasonable conversations to say, and then you can allow mistakes. We're humans, so nobody is perfect. So you can allow one or two, But Chente, we don't have time. I think we just have less than 1 minute to go. Chente, you want to say something before we leave?
So final statements would be, right, I know that some of the times people sometimes can fall out of love, right? People sometimes can get frustrated. But I think that it's not going to be fair, especially in cases like this where you are now caught, the whole world now knows, right? It's not good. See, it's going to be better if your partner find out from your mouth than they find out on national TV. Can you
True
imagine?
there. True,
But
I
I feel
agree.
like people should learn to have that conversation. See, marriage is not a do or die affair, to be honest. To be honest, it's not a do or die affair, right?
Okay.
Always learn to have that conversation. So yeah.
Okay, Shay, you want to say something? We need to go. We have less than 1 minute to go.
Well, I think we've covered everything.
Everything,
we
yeah,
need to
basically,
say
yes.
here.
Okay, so please know that you don't have to bear your burdens alone. You can send an email to us. We have like a proper team, counselors in the building that would help you navigate whatever difficulty you're going through. Just send an email to us at counsel@vedaconsult.com, and then we have 1 or 2 people attend to you. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.